1, 2. Is this on?
She'll be blubbering, all right. She'll be blubbering in her blubber. Ew.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, guys.
Slowly getting our voices back, slowly getting our energy back.
Very
after
slowly.
WrestleMania sucked the soul out of us.
It was
trying to get that soul back.
It was either that or drinking till 5 in the morning Saturday.
That good combination right there.
Great
My soul is still gone.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
Raw had some returns, some debuts. None of them really got me too excited. None of them.
No way, Jose.
And I have a question for you. After seeing him on Bourbon Street, where's Big Cass?
Yeah.
Why the hell was he even there?
He's the only guy that didn't return.
Maybe he's returning
Dean,
at
but we knew about
NXT this week or
Well,
something.
Dean's not...
He's returning to NXT. He should.
But Dean's like not ready to come back. I'm saying, like, we've heard Cass has been ready to come back.
Yeah, and he was walking around Bourbon Street okay on that busted up leg.
Yeah.
That's all right. We don't need Cass.
But SmackDown had one amazing series of events that I loved, and the rest of that show was weird. And why burn that match? I was like, oh God, no! Everyone knew how it was going to end. Everybody knew how it was going to end. But why burn this match?
Yeah.
I don't even want to see these two go at it.
No.
And in the 10 minutes that they wrestled, it was way better than the dream match of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Even those two going at it was way better. So again, good try, I guess. A for effort, SmackDown. But no, you could have done this. You could have had Shinsuke do a run-in right as they're about to start and have 2 minutes left in the episode or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they never actually wrestle.
No.
That's what I was hoping for. I was like, oh my God, here comes Shinsuke at the bell ring. No, we get a 10-minute match.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Almost. So
Yeah.
we'll get to all that. Again, just still, it's good for our show. What's wrong with wrestling? There's still so much wrong.
Yeah. I've never felt prouder handing out those cards than after WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, look, guys, I'm looking forward to the new season of WWE beginning, right? Look at all these new feuds like Roman versus Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
And Orton versus Jinder Mahal.
Brand new.
Can't wait to see those matches again and again.
And again.
So I guess we'll get to all of this. There's
Yeah.
so much that I just don't understand that
Yeah.
they're rehashing stuff again and again and again.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. So speaking of cards, if
Yeah.
you actually got one of those cards from us or you found it on the ground, which there weren't a lot on the ground, luckily,
No.
and you stewed on it, you're like, man, who do these guys think they are? What's wrong with wrestling? And then you stewed on it, you're like, yeah, what is wrong with wrestling? And this is your first time listening? Hey, thanks.
And we're going to go over why wrestling is not good, and you're going to agree with us after we give us our opinions, because you're like, Roman Reigns isn't so bad. Hey, at least they did a return of this wrestler or a debut of this wrestler. No, sir. If you're really excited about Orton versus Mahal at Backlash, then you should stop watching wrestling, because they've shown it to you so many times. Perfect spot for Rusev to go over and go into Backlash as the #1 contender. They don't do it. Orton is the #1 contender for a title that he doesn't even. He shouldn't even have.
Wait. We'll save it.
Did you really expect
save it.
anything else?
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Did you really
I
expect
was hoping.
anything else to happen?
Cautiously optimistic.
I have
and
no hope left after WrestleMania. Zero hope left.
Yeah.
And you know what? There are 41 new people who agree with us, because that's how
right.
many new patrons we got in the last few days.
All right.
You know what?
You want us to help tackle this?
Strap yourself
Please, for
in,
the love of
kids. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So anyways,
the first name on the list.
Of course.
Did he really?
thank you very much to Cody Young.
Cody Young, friend of
Yes.
the podcast.
Yes.
Has been on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Some of these names are made up. Like,
love you, buddy.
Maybe they're not. I don't know. Mickey D's.
Yeah.
Deez.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, as long as you're paying us, go for it, please.
probably made up, but whatever.
Yeah.
Michael Cole.
Oh.
Raw announcer and commentator.
That was one of that's Jeff's brother's friend.
Nope. It's Michael Cole, the announcer.
Oh, okay. Did you know that?
No.
That Jeff's brother's friend, his name was Michael Cole?
No, I didn't.
He didn't even use a pseudonym. He just was like, fuck it, I want to get fired.
Yeah.
PJ Nacarelli.
Oh, good Italian name right there. Love you, PJ.
Yeah.
Brian Grabsky.
Ooh. Hey,
Oh.
Grabsky.
Oh.
Grabsky.
Well, that's
Love
his
it.
name on Facebook, too, so I don't know if that's
Okay.
made
Maybe
up or
that's
not.
it.
I don't know.
Great name.
Nathan Weller.
Nathan, you made it.
Well
Good
done.
job,
sir.
buddy.
Finally here. Beanie Man. He has confirmed that is his real name.
Good.
Devin Stampful.
Yeah.
Sure.
Justin Grubb.
Hey,
Grubby.
man.
Grubby.
Scrubs in.
Kenny Howard.
Kenny.
Carly Goodman.
All right.
Carly, thanks for the increased donation, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Jeff Bommy.
Same with you, Jeff. Thank you.
Brandon Kimsey.
Welcome, Brandon.
It's going to take a while if you guys do a promo.
Yeah, just
for
let
each
him read them off for a
Go.
while.
Alex Cobb.
Thank you.
Paul Weeks.
Awesome.
Ralphie Boy.
Ralphie.
John Iancarrick.
That's his name.
Ian Iancarrick.
Yeah.
Tyler Villarino.
He's a villain.
Ariel Rivera.
Areola.
Michael Summerfield.
Yeah.
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor.
Yes.
Really?
Can you just mute
Yeah.
his mic?
Thanks. I think that might be my brother-in-law. I'll have to ask him. Thanks, buddy.
Nathan Warren. Zach Kavoris.
Nice.
Braxton McLaughlin. Christopher Ruffner. Delmar Twistle. Miles Galloway. I think that's the Miles from
Yes, it is.
Abu
I think
Dhabi,
so.
right?
Yeah.
These people don't have last names. I asked, but they didn't respond in time. But Leo, Chris.
That's your son, right?
my
Leo?
son Leo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He likes the show.
Yeah.
Jeremy St. Pierre Vignualt, maybe.
All right.
Mike Blue, Paul, Dion Laurie, Michael Walper, Gabe Hendricks, Paul Tamburella, Jeremy Gardner, Brian Reed. You do this one, Eric.
Rashid Sahi.
Very good.
That was good.
All right.
Heriberto, Murillo, and John.
John. Thanks, John. Thanks to all of you.
John.
That is amazing, guys. Thank you so, so much.
Wow.
Yes.
That's incredible.
We now have over 200 patrons
Wow.
that support the podcast.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
So we appreciate that, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I mean, look, think about all you're getting now. All the amazing stuff you get.
Go back and watch the WrestleMania recap.
Yeah.
It's a doozy.
And then immediately go watch the recap for No Holds Barred. It was by far our best.
100%.
DMD.
It was good.
DMD.
Don't reveal it.
Hey, WrestleMania DMD'd us,
No.
Yeah.
DMD.
and we didn't ask for
Hard.
it, but
Nope.
they did anyway.
Yeah.
So, Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yep.
Stephanie McMahon kicks off the show, and at first you're like, but it becomes very obvious as why she kicked off the show. So she comes out with her arm in a sling and talks about how brave she was for going up against the baddest woman on the planet. And again,
So brave.
apologies, my throat is still messed up. I was screaming at TakeOver and was forced to do Stone Cold all weekend. So it's still coming back. But yeah,
Yeah. Remember that time we held a gun to his head and made him do it?
I remember that. Yeah,
I think it was a beer bottle. I don't know.
something like that. Well, I don't want to get bashed in the head with a beer bottle. So Stephanie then introduces Ronda Rousey, who comes out to a huge ovation. Stephanie tells Ronda that she will put the WWE machine behind her to make her a huge star. The crowd chants bullshit and shut the fuck up. And
Nice.
Stephanie really tries to talk over that chant, obviously.
Yeah. Good luck.
Stephanie offers a handshake. Ronda accepts and goes in for a hug. But then Ronda's smile goes away. And she puts Stephanie in the armbar submission again. And this time, she breaks Stephanie's arm. Which is what I thought would happen at Mania. But all right, it happened the next night. Good enough for me. That'll get Stephanie
They made
off
it
the
look
show
like
for a while.
They WrestleMania. She made it look like she broke it. The way she kind of like
Yeah.
pulled it back.
But she tapped immediately. So, yeah. And like Cole said, like she may have broken her arm, but I guess
Yeah.
when did they actually confirm it?
last night. I mean, they were like, oh, she broke her arm. She broke
Oh, in the
her arm.
promo, I fast forwarded that part.
No. After she put the armbar on Stephanie. on
Again.
Raw.
Oh,
They're like, oh my God, she broke her arm.
Yeah, you didn't even do X-rays yet.
No,
They could just tell.
Well,
Preemptive.
Michael Cole's an expert on bones and
Wrestling bones.
and arms.
especially from 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, it's broken.
So Ronda walks up the ramp, and while the referees and EMTs tend to Stephanie, the crowd then gives her the chant, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye Stephanie.
Yeah.
And then JoJo gets on the mic and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, may we please have a little respect for Stephanie McMahon?" And of course, the crowd boos like crazy.
Yeah, Did you understand that?
It was like, does JoJo have a personality all of a sudden?
Who cued her to do this?
Yeah, and also, are we supposed to believe this wasn't like a big shoot by Rousey? Like this wasn't part of the storyline? She really broke her boss's arm?
Yeah.
What the hell? Please have some respect.
Well, remember that time she did it to Dana? What? Oh wait, never mind.
I mean, have Stephanie pull her over and whisper in her ear, and then, ladies and gentlemen, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But she seemed like she just did this on her own.
It was just like the way JoJo did it. It made you just feel like JoJo's part of the authority.
She is. She's going to be Rousey's next feud.
Maybe
Rousey just goes like this. Just does that, and JoJo goes flying.
Right.
So then the announce team gives us the Raw after WrestleMania warning about the crowd.
Sometimes they'll boo who they normally cheer and cheer who they normally boo. We love all of it. It's all in the name of fun. So let's keep the party rolling, shall we?
Oh, you love all of it? You love all of it? Do you love the shut the fuck up chants?
Hey, you know what? I usually cheer for Seth Rollins. Let's boo him tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's the Raw after
You know what?
WrestleMania.
That didn't happen.
Huh.
Weird.
Did Finn Balor get booed?
No, they usually cheer him, so that they booed him then.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so. No. I believe Roman must have got cheered then, since they normally booed him.
Nope.
Oh, no, wait.
Nope.
They booed him.
Oh, Samoa Joe normally gets cheers, and he had a huge pop of cheers.
Yes.
But that's literally the line Corey Graves used.
It's the worst.
Is literally word for word the exact same thing that he said last year. And it's the exact same thing that JBL said 2 years ago.
My God.
Yes. When Roman won the title
Yeah.
from Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple H.
Triple H.
Hatred.
It's just ridiculous. Oh, we love all of it. And they basically were like, oh, these are people all around the world. Oh, you know, these crazy foreigners just don't know who to cheer for. Like,
Yeah.
so whatever. Like, if they just would have said, because right before Corey talked, Coachman said, you know, the Raw after Mania, they love to express themselves, and it's all, like, if they just left it there, that would be fine. But then Corey doing the stupid shit was just dumb.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Alexa Bliss and Mickie James taking on Nia Jax and a mystery partner.
So Nia Jax comes to the ring. Did they announce, this match is scheduled for one fall, introducing first Nia Jax?
They said it was going to be a tag team match.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, because they didn't really announce Nia Jax. Then she talked, and then Lillian Garcia says, and her opponents, like, I don't think she ever said Nia Jax first. Anyway. So,
mean,
So before
JoJo?
the match,
sorry, JoJo. What did I say?
Lillian.
No, Lillian.
Joe's still in WrestleMania mode.
God,
or whatever.
I'm still a few years ago when it was decent.
Yeah. So before the match, Alexa cut a promo making excuses about why she lost at Mania. But Nia tells her to shut up because I'm your Raw Women's Champion. And my partner tonight is... And instead of just
letting the
waiting
music hit.
for the music to play, she just says, Ember Moon. And then we wait like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the music plays.
Just awful.
Like,
It's pro wrestling. You let the music hit.
exactly.
When you're
Right.
debuting someone, let the music hit.
Yes.
I mean, I always hated when they're like, your opponent is this man. But like, you know, like...
At least that's better than announcing the name, though, right?
It is.
I know, but I'm saying like, yeah, Nia could have just been like, I have a friend that's here. And then, yeah, play the music.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Ember comes out. Nia tags her in a few minutes into the match, and she cleans house and hits Alexa with the Eclipse to pick up the win.
It's like when they were going to announce way back in the day that Bischoff was the Raw general manager.
Yes.
They literally show him backstage.
Yeah.
Walk up to Booker T right before he goes out.
Right. It was very dumb.
Like, why not have him show that footage after he's been announced and he walks by Booker T and he's like, oh, tell me I didn't just see that.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they spoiled that back then.
That
It
was so
stupid.
dumb.
Yep. I think they might have even went to commercial Like, and
Yeah,
then
they did.
Vince comes out after the
It
commercial.
had to be some kind of rating.
It's like
ploy.
we knew for 5
Had to be.
minutes who the. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like enough to like call your friends and be like, "Oh my God, Bischoff's about to be on Raw."
yeah, really.
And
Exactly.
then the friends were like, I don't
what?
watch wrestling.
I don't watch wrestling.
You still watch wrestling, idiot?
Right.
Dude, that was 10 years ago. I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff's still a thing? Ugh. God. I'm gonna tune out. I'm gonna shut off my TV.
So backstage, Kurt Angle is on his cell phone. He's on his cell phone a ton.
Yeah. Who's he
This
talking
week.
to? Who's he talking to?
We'll never know.
Yeah.
When Braun Strowman walks in with his tag team partner Nicholas, and he tells Braun that they're relinquishing the titles.
It's opposed to
Nicholas has a scheduling conflict. I mean, he's still in the 4th grade. But I can promise you one thing. As soon as he's done with school, we're coming back for those.
And somebody's going to get these hands!
Yep.
So
So next up, we have the Raw debut.
Just remind us how poor of a choice Nicholas was at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
By letting him speak on a microphone.
and it's crazy because people are like, "Oh, you guys need to like just lay the fuck off, okay? It's a 10-year-old kid. It's funny."
Yeah, I don't
It's
hate
not funny.
I don't hate the kid.
Right.
It's not the kid's fault they did this stupid shit.
Yeah.
Which, like, back in the 80s is when they could have done this with Hulk
Exactly.
Hogan. Like,
Right. Yeah.
And the whole point is, like, WWE said, like, we can't, like, you know, with the Attitude Era, it was like, yeah, people were tired of that stupid shit. And
Yeah.
they literally went back to it and really went further than they've ever gone before by making a 10-year-old a champion.
Like he's gonna go down in history, their history, as a tag team champion.
Yeah.
A
He
tag
is-
team
Braun
champion.
Strowman is Hillbilly Jim. He is.
Yes.
Well, he is now.
He totally
sure.
is. It's
And why wouldn't you just pick another partner? Why give up the gold? Like, I don't want these
Because
belts.
Strowman, I guess
Here.
his gimmick is he
Here.
literally hates everybody.
But he loves everyone now.
He loves children, but he
just
hates
loves
people.
kids.
Yeah.
And the Raw universe, the WWE universe.
Yeah.
I
I mean, it's people are like, "Oh, it's a TV show. Calm down." Okay, well,
Who are people, Eric? Who are you referring to?
well, you read stuff online, like on Twitter,
Yeah.
stuff like people.
plenty
on,
of people were cheering.
People
at
like
Wrestle-
one person.
plenty of
No.
people at WrestleMania were cheering this.
They cheered Nicholas when they showed him on TV. They lost their mind.
Yeah.
Nicholas got a huge pop.
Yeah.
But I think they're just doing it for like, that was so stupid.
I don't hate the kid.
There were
It's
plenty of
it's the
people-
way that they handled it.
Plenty
it's
of-
like imagine if your favorite show, if they were revealing the next big villain and it was a 10-year-old kid. You're like,
Right.
what?
Yeah. Who can't act?
Who can't act?
Who's like, I don't know, I guess I'm the champion.
Yeah. Let's move on.
He'll get these hands.
I was trying to move on. Yeah, I tried
Please.
to.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so yeah, we got the Raw debut of No Way Jose.
When was this guy on TV last?
He hasn't been on NXT in like maybe 6 months.
Oh, wow. And
So-
then here he is.
There he is.
Here's the guy you forgot that you might have liked.
You maybe liked him. We're gonna test him out tonight.
We're going to test him
on
with
Raw.
a bunch of people in a gimmick we've used before.
Hey,
Yes.
if you like conga lines, you'll love this guy.
Yeah.
I always thought he'd be in NXT. Like, I literally thought he'd be one of those guys that was always going to be in NXT.
Yes.
But now that he's on the main roster, I'm sure he'll be champion before Nakamura.
Probably.
God.
Like WWE champion.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because it's this is really like the first NXT guy that we're like, who gives a shit?
I know.
Yeah, he wasn't real. I mean, I can see that he's got charisma. I can see he's got personality, right?
Yeah.
I don't hate him really the way I've hated other people. But there's no heat behind him. There's no
Like
pop
if you want him
behind
to be successful, give him 3 months, let him flop, turn him heel, you
Right.
know, lose the fucking conga line, put his hair in cornrows, you know, let him beat the shit out of people, and then we'll get behind him.
Exactly.
Have him be the third Oos or something.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's just too much dancing and it's just too
It was
ridiculous.
too happy.
Yeah.
The
for pro
conga
wrestling,
line.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is like what the third character that they've tried like doing dancing shit with. Fandango, Adam Rose, now No Way Jose, and it's never worked.
They basically do the exact thing that the Rosebuds do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's,
they
know.
do.
Except they don't catch him for his intro.
And they're not dressed like a hot dog.
Yeah, that's right.
But there was a rabbit in there, wasn't there?
I think so.
Someone had bunny ears.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to have a rabbit, damn it.
Remember, Braun Strowman once was a 7-foot rosebud.
He was like a gladiator, right?
Yeah, something like that. So anyways, in Jose's debut, he defeats a jobber in 10 seconds after hitting the wind-up knockout punch. And I don't like baby faces beating jobbers.
No.
Like local independent jobbers. It's like...
It
well, of
literally
course you're
does
gonna beat
nothing
this.
for the build of the character.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You beat nobody? Awesome.
Like
Beat
that's
up like a defenseless child.
that's for for a heel to do.
Right.
Yeah.
To beat like a poor jobber that's getting a shot.
Right. Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Right. Braun Strowman. Like these are the big evil heels.
Right.
That beat up on tiny little weaklings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least establish the jobber as a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like that's what they did a few weeks ago with Asuka.
Yeah.
Where it was just some random jobber and she cut a promo.
That's why she cut the promo, I guess. To be
Yeah.
like, I'm a jobber heel.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Oscar, you can beat her now.
Right. So, by the way, I think Noe Jose is the new Goldberg, I guess. He won in 10 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keep it short and sweet for Noe
Yes.
Jose.
Jeez.
There was more.
Thank you.
He spent more time conga dancing
Oh, yeah.
than in his match.
Yes.
Definitely.
Just like The Undertaker spent more time walking to the ring than fighting.
He did. Literally, he did. Yeah, like not even close.
So we go backstage again, and Kurt again is on his phone when Cesaro and Sheamus walk in, and they just pretty much ask him like, "Hey, do you want to give us our titles back now, or just make it more formal in the ring?" And Kurt tells him, "It's not going to be that easy because I'm giving 4 teams an opportunity. We're going to have 2 matches tonight with the winners facing each other next week, and the winners of that will face you two at the greatest Royal Rumble event in Saudi Arabia." So they're really pushing this thing.
They really are. Like
this
It's got to be on
happens-
TV, right?
No, it will. Yeah.
On WWE Network.
Yeah. Or else they
Yeah.
wouldn't have mentioned it.
It'll
on
be
it.
a huge pay-per-view then for them, really.
Yeah.
When is it?
It's like the WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, I guess.
it's like it's on a Friday.
It's in 3 weeks.
And they keep
It's on
saying
a Friday?
It's on a
It's on
Friday.
a Friday.
And they keep saying Royal Rumble. So is it a Royal Rumble?
I think it has to be now.
50-man Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Like an hour and a half match?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Jeez.
what do they get?
Maybe people will just get eliminated faster, you know?
Maybe the clock is 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
right? It has to be.
Yeah.
So
And there's just people running in.
it streams live Friday, April 27th, starting at 12 noon Eastern,
Okay.
11 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. if you're on Pacific
Okay,
time.
so now is there a chance? Okay, so it'll be on 11 a.m. our time, right?
Yeah.
You said 12 Eastern?
Yeah.
So 11 a.m. our time. Is there a chance Roman beats Lesnar for the Universal title at like 2 p.m. in the United States?
Yeah,
Is there?
Because AJ Styles won at a house show.
he did in London. But you know,
Sure, there's
I don't.
yeah. Is there a chance? Sure. If they really want to push Saudi Arabia and get those fans and give them a huge win and he's over there, this is their chance to go, oh, let's let Roman win where he's over.
Yes.
The only place on the planet where people like
That's
him.
where we talk. I forget if it
Yeah,
was on the video.
I
for
think we were just
WrestleMania.
discussing this on the way home.
Yeah, like in the car. Like if you have him win there, everyone will go fucking nuts.
Right.
God, I'm saying 60% now. You guys have talked me into it.
Seriously.
More better than he does than he doesn't now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's stupid, but
So yeah, we can expect that. And so then, does the backlash match between Roman and Samoa Joe become for the
if he's the
Universal
champion, yeah.
champion?
When is Backlash?
it's May, like the first weekend of May,
Yeah.
which is like a week after.
So the week after this pay per
This
view.
is another. So like 3 pay-per-views in 4 weeks, basically.
Yeah.
4 or 5 weeks.
I guess so.
Are we doing a prediction sheet for this?
I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know. We'll
I
see.
hope not.
I don't know. We'll see.
The champ hopes not, Andrew.
Well, I don't want to answer questions about a
just kidding.
50-man Rumble.
I'm just kidding.
Well, but that kind of would be fun, wouldn't it?
No.
All right, with 6 points and new.
Well, there's matches. There's John
There is.
Cena versus Triple H.
Yeah. Oh god.
1-on-1.
Right. And then we'll get to the other
Yeah.
matches
With
later.
the stake of nothing on the line.
Yeah.
Maybe Triple H.
Triple H, of course course he wins.
They're
totally wins.
They're fighting to see who the greatest person who ever lost to the Undertaker was.
That's it. Yeah. So anyways,
Shawn Michaels comes in.
Yes,
he comes out.
He's a special rep.
This doesn't count. It's just Saudi Arabia. It's on the network. Oh wait, never mind. So anyways, moving on, we have the Revival versus Gallows and Anderson. This is the first match in Kurt's tag team eliminator.
Yeah.
That's the name of this thing. He literally tells Cesaro and Sheamus, I call it the tag team eliminator. And he just looks at them and like, that's a stupid name.
So you're going to have these 4 teams, right? So let's see. If we want the Revival and Gallows and Anderson to fight, and we've seen this a million times recently, yeah, let's have them be the first round.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since there's only like 2 rounds, really.
It's really just 2 rounds.
So the Revival gets the win after hitting the Shatter Machine on Anderson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Gallo runs in 3 seconds later. Right. Where'd the guys go? Yeah, they left.
And then next up, we have the new Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, coming out to the ring.
Yep.
He says Seth freaking Rollins is back, baby.
Yep.
And he finally caught up to Dean and Roman by becoming a Grand Slam champion. He then gets interrupted by Finn Balor, who tells Rollins, I want to be the first person to challenge you for the IC title.
Mm-hmm. Now, Rollins saying that he's back isn't an accurate statement. Because if he was back, he'd be Universal Champion or
right.
WWE Champion.
Yeah.
Not settling for a mediocre mid-card title.
That's right.
I'm back with a title.
Seth freaking
A
Rollins.
lesser title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So Seth shakes Balor's hand, but then The Miz comes out along with the Miztourage. Yeah. And Miz says that Maurice was watching Mania with their newborn daughter, and this is what she told her husband after the match.
When Seth Rollins stole your title and Monroe saw the pain in your eyes, it made her cry. You made my little princess cry. And that made my wife cry. When I heard that happened, I'm mad enough to admit it, I cried.
That was so good.
I mean, you can't buy that kind of heat.
The best part is when he says, you made my daughter cry. They show Rollins and he goes, I'm sorry. like he literally felt bad. And then he goes, my wife cried. And then Rollins again, he's like, I'm sorry. Like he really felt bad. It was really
So
good.
his 2-week-old was watching WrestleMania.
Yes.
Of course.
And wept when he
like
lost.
his 2-year-old or 2-week-old who doesn't even really know who Daddy is yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like, who is this person? I've kind of just been seeing him every day, but
Yeah.
I don't really know who he is. But yeah, that was a good line.
Right. How often has he seen this child? He's been on TV the whole time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. And
Daddy's got to work.
Right. So then Seth says, I'm proud of you, Miz. That's really big of you that you cried because that's what everyone else does when they watch you try to wrestle.
It was a good line if he wasn't so over.
Yeah.
Well,
really.
And he's a good wrestler.
Yeah. But at least a baby face actually like said a good line.
Absolutely.
For once. That actually got a legit pop.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen that often anymore.
Right.
So The Miz says he has a rematch clause. Seth offers it up right now, but Miz declines and says, let's do that at Backlash.
Yeah.
So instead, The Miz proposes a 3-on-2 tag team match, but then the music hits, and it's the return of Jeff Hardy.
Wearing his brand new WrestleMania 34 sweatshirt.
Right.
And at first I'm like, huh? Mm-hmm. Here?
Yeah.
And then later on I'm like, this is a really cool team.
Right.
I want this to be a faction now.
Stable.
Yeah, right.
This needs to be a stable. These are like the whole the flying main eventers.
Right.
Yeah.
That everybody loves and have always loved.
And did you see his new rainbow sleeves
Yeah.
that he was wearing?
Was he?
You gonna get one of those, Eric?
No, it's part of like his shirt.
It was?
It's not an armband.
What? They're not?
No.
It's literally a part of
I
the
mean,
sweater.
Eric, you could rip it off and make it an armband.
I could.
And then you'll have 2.
I was going to make an Eric armband jerk-off joke, but I guess I can't.
Nope. Sucks to be you.
Hey, Eric, you still jerk off to that armband?
You mean my cocksock?
So Jeff Hardy runs to the ring. The Miz Taraj retreats, but then they announce later that we're getting this for the main event.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to that later.
No one saw that coming.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Sasha Banks versus Mandy Rose, and we've seen this too many times match with Paige and Sonya Deville ringside.
Yep.
And before the match starts, Bayley comes out, which upsets Sasha. And then late in the match, Sasha jumps on the apron to go for the... she jumps off the apron to go for the double knees on Mandy outside the ring, but Mandy bends over, so we have a weird botch there. Like, I don't know what Mandy was trying to do there.
Right.
Yeah. Bad.
Weird.
Then Mandy punches Sasha, pushes Bayley. Absolution distracts the ref. Bayley swings at Mandy. Mandy ducks, so Bayley knocks down Sasha.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
They then get back in the ring. Mandy hits Sasha with the high knee for the win. And then after the match, Paige gets on the mic and officially makes the announcement that she can no longer compete due to her neck injuries. And she has to retire.
Something that we've known for 5 months?
Well, I know.
It's it was like early January.
Yeah, and they finally did it, right?
But
Because if she's not going to wrestle anymore, we've all said, it's weird having her on TV.
It really is.
Why are you not in this match? Why are you not in this
We were
match?
saying
still coming out with them.
We were saying like the night after Mania, she'll say, or no, we were gonna say after the movie gets released, they'll say,
Yeah.
it, but yeah.
So I mean, she started in the ring with her team, right? Mm-hmm. And then when they panned out at the end, they were gone.
Well, no, they were like she grabbed the mic and then they started to leave.
You saw them leave?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
we saw
I
them
guess
leave.
I must have missed that part, but yeah.
So she thanks the fans, her family, Daniel Bryan for giving her hope that she can come back one day, and Edge for showing her that there is life outside of wrestling. And then she says, now it's time for me to find something else to do, and we'll find out what that is.
And she's just concussed?
Well, she had neck surgery.
Yeah.
Which is why she was out for like a year.
And then when in that house show, Sasha kicked her in the back and her neck got hurt again.
Yeah, neck's tough.
Yeah, that's why Edge had to retire because of his stupid neck.
Yep.
Yeah. So the fans chant, "This is your house," which makes her tear up, and you can tell at first she was like very upset about it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like how Daniel Bryan didn't want to retire, they forced him to, but when they start chanting, "This is your house," she starts to cry, and she's like, "Yes, this will always be my house," and she leaves.
Well, she leaves. I always like when people do this. Like she left the shirt in the middle of the ring and then walked out.
Yeah, maybe one day when she comes back, she'll have like lightning strike it.
Yeah,
and then it disappears.
And then it disappears.
And then she comes from hell.
She's back from hell.
I'm
but
back.
She was on SmackDown.
Colder.
Paige, yeah.
That's like it's
Paige, yeah.
It's like, oh my God, she's back from hell. No, she was just on SmackDown Live. Like I said, she's back from hell. So next up, it's Elias time. And of course, the crowd loves him.
Yep.
And they chant so much that Elias can barely talk.
Yeah.
He's just like sitting there.
I love when he smiles to that.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool when he's just like, yeah, someday I'm going to be so over.
Because even if you
wait,
are...
that's today.
Even if you are a heel, you should still want the fans to like you. You
Exactly.
know? Like The Rock. Oh, the people's champ. Oh, the people's champ. You know, like...
Like The Miz right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the fans love it. And he has a couple of moments sometimes when he just stops for a second when they're chanting his stuff.
Yeah, he turns
he's like,
babyface.
"That's awesome."
He turns babyface once every promo.
Yeah.
Like
he
when he's
does.
like, "I'm a new father," and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Thank you. I thought so." Yeah. So Elias and the crowd get interrupted by the return of Bobby Lashley.
Meh.
Was this the same music?
Do you
Had
know?
to be because
I
everyone
don't know.
screamed when it hit.
Well, maybe they saw his name. Like they showed the.
Oh, it was
his name
Lashley.
on Titantron.
Yeah, you're right.
But we didn't see that.
Why
for a
wouldn't
few
it be?
seconds. Right. I just didn't know because I don't remember his
either.
music.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So Lashley gets in the ring. Elias swings and misses, and Lashley hits a neck breaker, followed by a super long suplex.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't even remember what his finisher is. What's his finisher?
Wasn't it that super long suplex?
No. Really?
I mean, he put his arm out.
Wasn't it Farouk saying like the Dominator?
That makes it hurt more.
Like the Dominator, where gets him, he flips him over.
Oh, like similar to that, maybe?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a tackle where he runs like Mojo's thing.
I don't know.
Right.
That'll probably be his first feud.
I guess yeah, I guess, yeah. So we go backstage. Kurt is on the phone for the 3rd time when in walks Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who plead for a job. And Kevin tells Kurt that they had a falling out with management, but Kurt says, "Didn't you get fired for attacking your general manager and commissioner?"
Yeah.
And then Kurt tells them, "Look, my team division is full, but I hear TNA is hiring." And the crowd really loved that line.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Kevin tells Kurt,
what?
Yeah.
Like they never talk about the other places.
Maybe
never.
it's because it's not called TNA anymore.
Probably because it's Impact now.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's TNA, or it went TNA, Impact, like Global Force Wrestling, and then back to Impact.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. So
no one does.
Kevin tells Kurt, "We are in a tag team, and you don't have to hire both of us." And then Sammy takes offense to that. He's like, "What the hell?" And Kevin says, "I got kids, man."
Yeah.
You got a family.
Right.
He's like, "So do I." Yeah, but I got kids. You don't have kids.
Right. So Kurt tells him that he has one spot available, and you two can wrestle each other for it tonight.
Yeah.
Well, he has one spot available.
He just has one spot.
Hold on, let me look at my roster. Yeah, we have to answer to the NFL. We can only have 80 players. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Right. Yeah.
That's funny. But anyway.
So next up, we have Heath Slater and Rhino issue an open challenge.
Oh, gee. Like, this was the, saw it from a mile away of the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everyone rumored that they were going to come out, after WrestleMania. So, an open challenge.
Big mistake, because it's the Authors of Pain.
Oh, boy.
And ALP gets the win very fast after hitting Slater with the last chapter. And I was really glad to see Paul Ellering, because Josh and I were talking about when they go to the main roster, I was like, maybe Paul Ellering doesn't because he's old and he doesn't want to travel. So I was really excited when Ellering came out. But then after the match, they push Ellering away.
Weird.
Like, leave us alone. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, Ellering's not going to be with them.
No, it is with that, right?
Yeah.
What else is that?
So that sucks.
I just thought it was weird, though. I love Ellering.
I loved Ellering with them. It just sold the whole look of
just
them.
debut without him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was weird. Like, thanks for bringing us this far, but we're good now.
Yeah, we're good.
Why wouldn't you want the greatest manager of a
your
tag
help
team
in
ever?
NXT,
Right.
But now that we're in the harder division, we don't.
It just didn't make sense, though. It just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Or have Ellering go back and then have Ellering do it to them. Like, you know what? I'm out. You guys are fine.
Yeah.
And then leave. Something like that.
They're like, "Hey, Paul, we stole your fucking book."
Yeah.
And then they knock him out.
Like, it's not easy for a 70-year-old man to look cool, but like Ellering pulls it off.
He does.
Yeah,
I
he really
just-
does.
Well, he dyes his goatee
When the
and he's
music
bald.
when the music hits and he walks out first,
Yeah.
and then like
Slowly.
5 seconds later they
Almost
walk
limping.
out, it just looks
Right.
really cool.
It does. No, it
So,
really
like,
does.
Without him, they're not going to look as cool. It's a shame.
Agreed.
It's a shame. But all right. Next up, Roman Reigns comes out to the ring.
Oh.
Loudest
And,
boo of the night,
did they
bar
cheer him?
none.
But hey, this is Raw after WrestleMania. People boo who they normally cheer.
That's
right.
a good point, Eric. Weird. People are weird.
So weird.
Strange people.
Yeah.
So Roman says, "I got my ass kicked last night, but I'm still here, and Brock isn't."
Yeah.
So WWE is still trolling its fans.
Right.
The champion, the main champion of your company, is not on TV the night after Mania.
He
literally
in the city.
Yeah.
He's there.
He
No,
didn't-
he could have left that morning or that evening after the match.
He probably left the minute the match was over. There was probably a fucking helicopter
Waiting for him.
like right outside the arena. Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I need to be in Canada by 6 a.m. Get me to my hut in Canada.
Yeah. So Roman says Brock's a great businessman. He made us all think he was going to UFC, and then it's announced that he re-signed with WWE.
Yeah.
Roman says he also wasn't told about this rematch against Lesnar in a steel cage for the Universal Championship at the greatest Royal Rumble event. He had to find out on the internet. And that's like one of the few times I'll actually agree with Roman. It's like, yeah, they spoil everything on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
So Roman then says, if they continue to put me in matches with Brock Lesnar, the story will only end with me becoming the Universal Champion.
And maybe, yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can't wrestle a guy 12 times and lose every time.
I mean, who
Not
else?
in pro
wait.
wrestling.
Wait.
Who else could slay the beast? Who else could do it?
Yeah,
No one else is kicking out of 6 F5s. So then the music hits. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
The return
Great theme.
of Samoa Joe. He cuts a great promo on the stage about how Roman's a failure and he can never beat the beast. And then he tells Roman, once you lose to Lesnar in 3 weeks, I'll be waiting at Backlash to put you to sleep.
And why are we doing this feud again?
Because
Why? Why, God?
why?
Yeah, this he could have come out to anybody else. Don't do him and Roman again.
No.
Jeez, come on. This is just
Unless
unless he's gonna beat Roman for the title at Backlash.
That's like the main event on Raw since there's no title.
Yeah.
They
That's
have
why.
to have Samoa do that, I guess.
Yeah.
Again, great return. I'm glad to see him back. I'm glad he's healthy. But fight somebody else, dude.
I mean, it's kind of sad when you're supposed to have 2 separate brands, and the reason you have to combine your pay-per-views now is because your Raw champion doesn't want to show up for every pay-per-view.
Right.
That's going to go weird when you have just the SmackDown belt being defended every month.
Yes.
And not the Raw belt.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of planets in our universe that Brock has to defend this title.
That's right.
You know?
He's the Universal Champion.
I'm going to. I have to go to Jupiter next week. Fuck, that's gonna take like I think 10,000 years just to get there. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's really great that you're the champion, but I am the Universal Champion. When I became Mr. Universe, that means I own the universe.
That's right. Yeah. So next up we have Titus Worldwide versus Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the second match in Kurt's Tag Team Eliminator.
Yeah.
And Matt and Bray appear on the Titantron first with the Andre the Giant trophy with them.
Uh-huh.
Bray looks into the camera, and now that he's a face, they let him say it again.
Right.
We're here. And Matt chomps his teeth right after. And it was really good.
Great.
I liked it. Just don't do the final deletion anymore. And I actually like these two together now.
And
Yes.
don't let Matt do his laugh for 3 minutes.
Right.
And this is a good matchup. And I can only... No, don't do it. I
No,
said.
like, yeah, don't.
Don't do it.
And
Hold on. Andrew, can you play 3 minutes of Vicky Guerrero for Eric, please?
Sure, yeah.
So
Just in your headphones.
they're obviously going to win the titles, right? These guys are perfect to win. They have to win the
Yeah,
titles.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, well, we'll
In
get to
fact-
the backstage
In
segment.
fact, thank God Strowman relinquished those titles so that they
Yeah.
could win it.
so they can
Yeah.
win it, yeah.
Right. We should have a whole show where Eric hears nothing but Vicky and the whole show, he's just like, God damn it, no. But yeah. So they teleport to the ring for their match and they get the win. They don't have an entrance, they just
don't.
teleport.
They teleport.
And then they get the win after Bray feeds Titus to Matt Hardy for a twist of fate.
Yeah, look, it was kind of cool when, like, Orton was his minion and he would feed him to the RKO.
Mm-hmm.
But now holding him there, kissing him, and then just throwing him to your partner, that's not a move.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
looks weird when they're equal now. Again, like, you're my minion. I'm going to do it. No, you do it. Like, it kind of makes sense.
Right.
But now he's just throwing him to his partner. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just, do the damn Sister Abigail then.
No,
hit another.
that's the thing. Like, we
something.
still want to see the Sister Abigail.
Yes.
It's a cool move.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, now are we never going to see it?
Nope.
Do it to where, like, the guy pops up. Like, when you have, like, two, like, main eventers become, like, a tag team for whatever reason.
Right.
Then, like, you'll see, like, a super kick, but they won't fall down, then a stunner, right? So, like, have him do the Sister Abigail to where, like, the person pops back up,
Right.
and then Matt Hardy does, the twist of fate.
Yeah.
Something in that order.
Maybe he can't do the Sister Abigail anymore because later in the night, Jeff Hardy runs into his brother Matt, who welcomes him back and tells him he won the Battle Royal with the help of the reincarnated Bray Wyatt. And then Bray walks up to Jeff and he's like, Brother Nero. And he gives him a hug, which was really cool. And then Jeff tells Bray, I'm so glad my brother rendered Sister Abigail obsolete. And so, like, in Bray's mind, he's no longer possessed by Sister Abigail, so how could he do the Sister Abigail move?
That's true.
Maybe that's why, you know?
Are we talking about this yet? This
Wrestling.
backstage segment?
Yeah,
officially?
Yeah.
So, first of all, sorry, good. Do your line.
I was going to say wrestling science.
Wrestling science.
Yeah.
A plus B equals F.
Right.
When Jeff goes, hey, I sent you an email, but I guess it got deleted. Like he was trolling his brother.
Right.
And they've never introduced Brother Nero at all.
No, they haven't.
Right.
And now they're just talking about it.
Well, they never... He was on the deletion.
He was for a second and said some stuff.
Right, but
it wasn't like they were like, Brother Nero.
Right, yeah.
So he goes, Brother Nero, hello. And he just went with it, and he did all the little lines.
And then Jeff says, how are you feeling? And Bray says, I feel wonderful.
Yeah.
But
And then it pans
I loved it all.
and it pans over to Finn Balor
And Seth.
And Seth, and they're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, bro?
What the fuck
was
was
that?
that? And then Jeff's like, I don't know.
I don't
And
know.
He just walks away.
He grabs the thing. And that was great. That was a great little segment.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad that they're at least looking at it through the eyes of other wrestlers like, yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And not, this is totally normal.
Yeah.
Except for when Michael Cole said, we're apologize for what you're about to say.
mean-
Don't kill yourself like that. Just make fun of it on the side the way they did it in the segment.
Like, I didn't like the final deletion, but if if you had to do A and B to get to this Bray Wyatt, who's awesome,
Then
I guess I'll
we're
take
there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll.
He gets to fight in his, like, I cut up animals for a living outfit.
right.
His butcher. I'm a butcher you.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Love it. I love it. Keep it on all the time.
So next up we have Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. These two had a great match, but you know what else is new?
Yeah.
This time they kept countering each other's moves,
Right.
so that was pretty cool. And then at the end, Kevin was on the top rope. Sammy hits him with a haluva kick and then superplex off the top rope, and then both of them get counted.
Well, Kevin Owens does his thing, right? His twisty thing. That he
Oh,
used
was
to
that
do.
it? I thought Sammy superplex.
No, because if Sammy did both, why can't Sammy get up? He haluva kicked, went up there, and then Kevin countered with his twist suplex thing from the top ropes, and they were both like, "Oh, we're too hurt to get up," and then they
Really?
counted to 10. Yeah,
Is that what you saw, Eric?
yeah. Kevin Owens, what's that move that he does from the top rope?
I don't know what it's called.
You know, like where like
No, I
he
know what it
counters
is.
it, twists and falls.
Yeah.
That makes sense because he got haluva kick, so he's down. Sammy just took his big move off the top ropes. They're both down. It would have made sense if Sammy did both moves. That's what happened. I even rewound it because I'm like, oh, that's cool. I remember that.
My brain is fried, so.
I get it. Yeah, yeah.
You know, you guess
I
not
watched
getting
Raw the
right.
whole thing live.
What?
What?
Oh. So, anyways,
So he counts to 10,
the
double
ref
count
counts
out.
to 10.
Yeah.
You know, because they can't make it to their feet. So they both lost, and neither.
JoJo immediately like ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
again.
Neither of them win, and neither of them are now on the show. Like, wait, was this already predetermined? If
Yeah.
no one
figured
wins,
this out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like JoJo's just taking the show into her own hands.
where's the backstage segment where Kurt's like, we're like, JoJo, hey, thanks for coming in. I'll call you back. Hey, if neither win, then neither one gets on Raw.
Make sure to announce that.
Although, you know, I guess that would have forecasted it too much.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think happens with them now? Like, if they showed up on NXT for a while, it'd be amazing. I'd lose my mind.
Oh my
but,
God.
like, what do you think happens?
They find a way to get back on SmackDown, then they trade him. They go, we signed you, and guess what? You've been traded. I bet they do something like that. Because Kurt Angle's not just going to take him on.
But Kurt only has one spot available.
That's right. That's my quick take on it without thinking very much. They sign him back and then trade him.
But do we want to see them split up?
I don't know. I don't know if they will. They're heels.
Yeah.
Heels fight all the time. The Bunny Boys never like each other.
I'm fine with them splitting up. They had their moment together. They had their match at Mania together. It wasn't. I mean, they're good together, but it's not like this is Jericho and Owens, which was like an all-time great, you know, partners
Pairing,
or you know,
yeah.
pairing.
Yeah, but you want to see like Shawn and Triple H worked long term because they were bros. Then a couple of mini screw jobs each way, little ones.
Yeah.
Then the big screw job, the huge feud.
Yeah.
Then they're bros for the rest of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have been kind of like bros, not bros, bros, not bros too much. So like, don't tease it. Either separate them completely and give Sammy a title, for God's sakes. This guy deserves a title now. He's good.
I know. Well, that's why
or join them together.
That's why I kind of want to split them up and get Kevin back in the main title picture, but who knows if that'll happen.
I would love that. Or give them straps.
Yeah.
Give them
Give
tag
them the
titles.
tag titles.
They'd be great as tag champions.
They really would.
Why aren't they?
Right.
Have them beat the Bludgeon.
It's not going to happen really on either show anytime soon.
I don't think anytime. Yeah, I agree.
Especially not with the
There's
Bludgeon Brothers.
They're going to bludgeon their way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next up, we have the main event of Raw: Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Jeff Hardy versus the Miztourage. It was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Seth gets the win after hitting the Miz with the curb stomp, just like in Mania.
Right. Yep.
Bo and Axel try to attack the good guys afterwards, but they get stomped, coup de grace, and swanton.
All three.
Swanton soup.
Three times three.
Right. And that's the end of Raw.
That's
there
it.
you go. So Shane McMahon kicks off SmackDown Live. He says Daniel Bryan has resigned as the GM of SmackDown, thank God. And since he's a full-time wrestler now. So Shane introduces us to the new GM of SmackDown Live. I'm back.
Yeah.
It's Paige here.
Yeah.
Paige, yeah.
And cool. I get it. She needs to be on TV until the movie comes out.
Yeah.
So let her be GM.
Or until her contract is up.
Hell, AJ Lee was GM at 24 years old. Why
That's
can't
true.
Paige be?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm fine with this. I liked it.
And as her first act as the GM, she makes a match for Daniel Bryan to face off against AJ Styles.
And that's where I hated it. And that's where I got really upset. Do not waste this match on SmackDown, as I said earlier. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to do it, tease it and then not allow it to happen. Sorry. That's my feeling.
Then the announce team gives us the post-SmackDown Mania warning, and Corey Graves says the same stupid shit that he said on Raw.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, how many non-title matches has Brock Lesnar had as champion? How many?
0?
Yeah, he does not. Right.
Only at maybe at house shows, but that's it.
I think those are, but aren't most house shows like, and this match is for the championship?
Maybe,
Not usually.
Yeah, most house shows it's for the championship. That's why it never changes hands.
Well.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't like how AJ fights every week, and he's always fighting, even not for the title, and Brock doesn't show up. I'm with you, Roman. I hate you, but I'm with you.
Right. So next up, we have the New Day versus the Usos. Whoever wins this becomes the number one contenders for the SmackDown tag team titles at the Greatest Royal Rumble. And the Usos got the win.
Yeah.
They own the New Day.
Own them.
I mean, tax, title, and license, guys. I really expected the New Day to win this match just because, I don't know, they need a win.
They need one.
But it really didn't matter. And the Bludgeon Brothers come out and point to them, so this is the
They come out to the
match
stage
at Backlash.
and point their mallets at the Usos.
So Backlash is going to be both. They're all going to be both brands from now on, as far as we know.
Yeah.
There's no brand only, right?
No.
So you're going to have 6, 7, 8 titles up for grabs
they're
every.
They might just not have every title be defended every pay-per-view because how could you?
How could you?
Couldn't.
Well, Brock won't be there.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's one.
Right, exactly.
And fuck the cruiserweights. There's 2. Okay, I see what you're going. I see where you're going.
It'll just be like best of both worlds, in with quotation marks.
The worst of both worlds.
Sarcastic, yeah. Next up, we have Naomi versus Natalya. Naomi gets the win and then hugs her uterus trophy. And that's all I got to say about that.
Thank you.
Pretty much.
And then next up, Renee Young interviews Nakamura about why he hurt AJ's balls at Mania. And Nakamura's response was great.
It really was.
Maybe I got too emotional. I'm very, very sorry for what I did to AJ Styles.
Shinsuke, clearly you're being very disingenuous. Please, can you give me an answer why you attacked AJ Styles?
Wait for it.
Sorry, no speak English.
And the crowd lost their minds.
Yes.
As well as all of us.
That might have been the greatest line in the history of SmackDown.
Yeah.
That was amazing. He trolled himself and it went over. It was amazing.
And if you're wondering why all of a sudden Nakamura seems cool, it's because he's a heel.
Yeah.
And they only let heels be cool.
Yep.
And you know what? I think it's going to work for him.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Right.
I'm not okay with how they finished WrestleMania, but if he's going to go heel, man, awesome.
But they let heels be cool, and for some reason they let they make baby faces
It's stupid.
boring.
Bland and stale.
It's right. It's so dumb.
It doesn't make sense.
Even in the 80s, the faces were the cool ones.
Right.
In the 90s, the faces were the super cool ones. Now we got to worry about like, oh, you're boring.
If Stone Cold was around right now, he'd be boring. He'd be a boring baby face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, Charlotte comes out next to cut a promo. She thanks Asuka for her, their great match at Mania, but says she's still the champ. Asuka was on neither show this week because how could you, have Asuka on the show the next night after she looked like a total bitch?
She's probably going to show up on NXT and start over.
God, I wish she would just go back to NXT. Yeah.
What a bitch.
Right. So then Charlotte gets interrupted by the debut of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce.
Oh, my God.
The Iconics. They used to be called the Iconic Duo, which sounds way better.
Way
but
better.
Whatever. The Iconics. All right.
Yeah.
So they cut their promos.
They looked amazing.
Showing off their new tits. They got boob jobs.
Amazing.
Which is why they've been off NXT for a long time.
Amazing.
It was weird how Peyton Royce did the Battle Royal at WrestleMania, but not Billie Kay.
Weird.
Yeah.
But amazing.
Yes.
Sorry.
So they cut a promo on Charlotte, and then they kicked the crap out of her.
And it was good.
Yeah.
It was good mic work. Like, it wasn't like this and like this. Like, it was like they got good heat. Like, they were cocky really newcomers who didn't flub their lines. And it all made sense.
Right.
Yeah, no,
I loved
really
it.
Good.
I loved this whole segment. Continue, please.
Well, especially the last,
Of
the
course.
second to last thing they did to her when they power bombed her
On the floor.
hard on the floor.
Oh my God.
And then Billie Kay brings her in the ring and hits her with a big boot.
And I like that Charlotte's bigger than them and she fought back for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And was trying. You know what I mean? Like, it was almost like, oh, cool. This is what it would really look like if these three got into a fight together. Charlotte would kind of get some moves in. She'd get knocked down, maybe get some more moves in. But ultimately, she's going to get beat up. It was great.
So as the Iconics are heading up the ramp, FABULOUSFHIJKLMNOPSFTRCKYN. So Carmella runs out and hands the ref the briefcase, and this is where they mess up because for some reason the ref asks her like 10 times, "You want to cash this in? What? Would you? Huh? Wait, you want to cash this in? Wait, what? Huh?
Why did he do that?
You want to cash this in? Wait, what? Huh? You want to cash?" What the fuck?
It's
I guess
Money in the Bank.
joke was he doesn't understand her because she's annoying.
Screaming.
And she's screaming, but it was so
I mean,
dumb.
it is annoying.
You
but
know what this is, right? It's a fucking briefcase. You know what this is.
Mike, you've been here 20 years. You know how this works.
Yeah, right.
We've been doing this for like 12 years.
She's like, and she's screaming at him, yes, I want to catch, yes. Like,
you know what?
and you would think,
just done the.
and you would think this was buying Charlotte recovery time,
Right.
to at least have a 2-minute match.
Maybe that's why they did it.
But
to make
no.
you think that Charlotte would win.
Maybe.
Because I thought Charlotte was going to kick out.
Me too.
I thought Carmella would still win, but I thought, like what
Ziggler.
they did with Ziggler
It was
and Del
great.
Rio.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
They even let Del Rio put him in his
Armbar.
submission
Armbar,
match
yeah.
or submission finisher.
Yeah. Even the Miz didn't get it right away.
Yeah.
Like there was for a second, like Orton even went for the RKO.
Yeah.
And then he scooped him up for the skull crusher.
I did love when Carmella was running fast. She grabs Kyoto's shirt and doesn't lose a step.
Right.
Like
Oh, yeah.
grabs him as she's running, and they both start running. That was really funny.
That was good.
That was great. And his shirt's all like this when he gets in the ring.
When Charlotte was getting beat up, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, okay, if Carmella does not come out now, it's never happening.
Well, it was obvious that
sure
she was
it was
coming out, but yeah.
happening, yeah.
But if she did,
You never know.
Yeah.
You honestly don't.
no, there's been other times where the wrestler's been beat up and she didn't come
Yeah.
out. So her winning and winning like this whole thing from when the Iconics came out to Carmella winning the title, I loved this entire thing.
Yeah, no, it was
Well
a great
done.
segment.
Well done.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it. Loved it.
She should have just cashed in on Asuka. What's the point of having Charlotte win at Mania?
You would have been okay with Asuka's streak ending
Yeah.
This way?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be super happy about it, but like at least it's getting beat up really bad, power bombed on the floor, and then you get cashed in on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, this whole segment, well done.
Like,
That's the
you
only
know,
little thing I like.
Goldberg had to be tased to get for his streak to lose.
Like cattle prodded her.
Cattle
And they even made the noise. Like they put a freaking audio sound over it.
Right, yeah. Like if The Undertaker was there, he would have struck Goldberg by lightning and then broke the streak.
Yeah.
So, Carmella's the new champion. Dasha Fuentes interviews her later in the night, and then she teases thanking Billie Kay and Peyton, but she thanks herself instead. I was thinking about Ellsworth. Ellsworth also was watching SmackDown live and tweeted, like, congrats to my friend that's a girl, or whatever, like, you know, like the thing you used to say. But
Yeah.
That's funny. And and how I won this briefcase by myself.
Yeah.
I won the title by myself.
Yeah.
It was good. I thought she was really crying for a second, and then obviously she then said the line, which every heel says. But it was great. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
Yeah.
Great job.
Speaking of things we don't love, we
You
have
mean the show
Rusev-
didn't end on this?
No.
Damn it.
We have Rusev versus Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode to decide who the number one contender for the U.S. title will be. And we have Mahal sitting ringside. Remember when we were talking about this? Like, it doesn't matter who wins at Mania because they're all going to feud with each other after Mania anyway. And that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't notice this until someone pointed it out. Aiden English was in the Battle Royal at WrestleMania with his hair. And then later in WrestleMania, when he came out to introduce Rusev, he was bald. Like, we noticed he was bald when he came out, but I didn't remember that he had hair in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, because he looked like Woody Harrelson in Natural Born
That's
Killers.
cool. I mean, that's cool, right? To do something different.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, in the match, Orton hits Roode with an RKO and gets the win. So we get Orton versus Mahal again.
At a pay-per-view.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
And Orton doesn't win this, right?
No.
Like, Orton doesn't win this. Does he lose?
Orton
how many
is
times
Mahal's bitch.
How many times did he lose to Mahal?
Three in a row.
3 in a row.
3 pay-per-views in a row.
3 pay-per-views in a row he lost to Mahal.
Yeah.
And he's going to lose this one.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Was it Backlash last year, the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Because Josh won the pay-per-view prediction championship because he picked Mahal to win.
Oh, right. He picked his boy.
Yeah.
Maybe somehow, some way, since we still have a few weeks,
By
Rusev
the way-
gets in this match. Maybe?
By the
So
way,
what, take the pin again?
hold on. By the way, controversial statement. I'm rooting for Mahal
Sure.
to win this match.
Yeah.
Sure, because that means that maybe Rusev can still win this title.
I hate Randy Orton more than I hate Mahal right now.
Right.
Well, I
exactly.
especially hate Randy Orton as the United States champion.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
The dude has been phoning it in for like 3
He's
years.
been an autopilot for a while.
Yeah.
So, anyways, next up we have our main event: Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. WrestleMania came late this year, I guess.
Yeah.
WrestleMania came late.
So the two of them have a really good match, but it gets interrupted by Nakamura.
If Nakamura AJ is the dream match,
Yeah.
what the hell is this?
The wet dream
The
match?
wet dream match. Seriously, I'd way rather see this than Nakamura Styles. This is a Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Like, they're the same guy. They both are like the underdog. They're amazing. They do crazy shit in the ring. Like, this is the match. And you're going to blow it on SmackDown and let them wrestle for 10 minutes. And it was way better than WrestleMania.
Yeah.
God.
Well, now so anyways, Shinsuke gets in the ring. He kicks Daniel Bryan in the back of the head.
Sure.
Low blow Styles twice and gives him the Kinshasa. Now, if Daniel Bryan, he got beat up by Nakamura, so isn't Daniel Bryan in the mix now?
Yes.
I guess so.
Oh, triple threat, right?
But is he gonna lose?
He can lose. He's going to lose.
But the first title shot he gets, he's gonna lose coming back. I wanted to keep him out of the title picture until SummerSlam. Well,
Well, he could have had singles matches with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, right, in the next couple pay-per-views and gone down that road. But
you've kind of omitted the big news that they dropped.
What's that?
that Superstar Shakeup is next week.
Yeah, I was going to announce it.
So,
well, because they did 50 promos about it.
But that's the thing. All these people who debuted, they may not even be on that show.
Well, who cares?
Like, Brian may go to Raw.
Yeah, so what?
Shinsuke may go to Raw.
Goodbye. Shake it up.
Yeah.
I doubt they're not going to send people in the middle of the feuds. They're not going to switch
Why? It's
brands.
a cross-branded pay-per-view. They've done it before.
But I don't think they're going to do that. They always, you know what I mean? Like, Nakamura and Styles will remain on the same show.
You have titles for both shows completely now.
Yeah.
There are 2 tag team champions, 2 world champions, 2 mid-card champions.
I would not be surprised if Mahal goes to Raw and Rollins goes to SmackDown.
Yeah, sure.
They did it last year.
Yeah.
I mean, they do this.
Yeah.
The mid-card champions almost always trade.
They do the same bullshit every year.
And then the Raw tag team champions go to SmackDown.
Yeah, but
and they keep the red titles on.
Back in the day,
or like just have a segment where like the Bludgeon Brothers trade with whoever becomes the new title. You know, like they're
Oh, there you go.
That's kind of funny. They used to have like when they did like the rando generator, right? Like we were all supposed to believe, including the general managers, that okay, who am I getting?
It's random.
Where like the shakeup now is like
they're
I
making
traded
trades.
you for you, and I did this.
Although they never tell us who was traded for who, like who gave up what. You know, it's just like literally just the show will start next week. And someone's music will hit, and it's like, oh, I guess they're on Raw now.
How much better would that be watching trade negotiations?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like when Daniel Bryan a couple weeks ago was like, I'm tired of doing paperwork. I'm tired. It's like, we've never seen you do paperwork.
Ever.
Yeah.
We barely see you work.
Like, I don't know, this, like Jinder Mahal, he's a former world champion.
Yeah.
Okay, how do we make this trade? This trade needs like one more thing to make it even. Zack Ryder, done. You have a deal. It's like just a little lopsided.
The only time they ever mentioned anything was when Mick Foley was fucking with Sami Zayn and told him, yeah, I traded you for Eva Marie.
Oh my God.
And that just ended up being bullshit anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
But no, like it'd be funny to see like all of them in a board meeting.
Yeah. The rando generator was always a lot of fun though. Like
it made you believe anything can happen.
Because remember, there was that one year where John Cena got traded at the very beginning of the night.
It wasn't traded; it was random.
Generator.
So the random generator thankfully traded the 2 champions on both shows.
No. I'm talking about it was.
I know
like,
what he's talking about.
It randoed John Cena to the other show. I forget which one he was on.
Yeah, SmackDown
and then,
Raw.
Yeah, and then at the end of the night,
he went back.
He went back.
That's right. Because he was on Raw, and then it was like, oh, I guess I'm going to SmackDown. And then at the end of the night, he's back on Raw.
And the thing was, like, he was in a SmackDown versus Raw match.
Yeah.
He won the match for SmackDown to get them the pick. Or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. He got traded twice in one night. He's like, okay. Oh, give me another shirt.
And you know how loyal they are to their brands. Like, yeah, I am SmackDown now. That's it. I'm Mr. SmackDown.
Like,
come on, SmackDown brothers. Beep, 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 Raw. I am Raw.
Like to them, Raw and SmackDown is like a country.
Yeah,
like
it
I
is.
was born in the United States.
Yeah.
I was born
in
on
SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So we'll see. Usually these superstar shakeups really don't mean anything because it's just, oh, you're on the Blue Show now, and there's nothing different about that.
Look, this
like
is
Dean and The Miz were both on SmackDown last year feuding. Then the superstar shakeup. Then they both go to Raw and still feud. They continue feuding
because we had gone to SmackDown, seen them feud, and then we went to Raw in Houston, and they're still there feuding.
Yeah.
Speaking of Raw coming back.
June
4th.
Right. If it was next week, I'd tell you to go fuck yourself, WWE, because I am not in the mood to go to a live show right now. I just am not.
I'm with
sorry.
you on that.
Maybe in June I'll come around, but fuck you guys, really, for WrestleMania. Fuck you guys. So anyways, let's give some awards for fuck Raw and fuck SmackDown.
Yeah.
Fuck them Raw, by the way.
Oof.
And if you're a small child listening to this podcast... Deal with it.
Like Joe and Eric were handing out business cards to little kids.
No, I didn't give any little
once.
kids. I'm like,
not once.
Like there was families trying to grab a card. I'm like, yeah, you over there. Sorry.
Well, I gave one to Nicholas. So,
Yeah, but he's, obviously he's more mature
Clearly.
for his age.
yeah. Who is your worst dressed?
Ember Moon.
Renee Young
I had Renee Young as well.
with her like
What
Brett
was
the
that?
Hitman jacket.
Well, and Macho, right? There was like flair in the back.
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Again, Ember Moon, go full werewolf or stop it.
I was like, is that a woman?
Is that a woman?
Best dressed?
Iconics.
Iconics. Oh, God. I mean, give me another name.
All right, sweep it. I had Alexa, but I wrote that before they came out. So.
Okay.
Yeah. God,
All right,
they
sweep
looked
it.
amazing.
Spoiler alert, the Iconics kind of stole the show here in the awards.
really did.
Yeah.
Worst acting?
No, they really did. Natalia for her little promo earlier in the day. God, I hate when she talks.
Nicholas.
I had Nicholas as well.
Did you really?
Hands.
All right, sweep it. Sweep it.
All right.
Best acting?
Iconics.
Iconics.
I still went with The Miz, just the whole crying promo. I thought.
No, it was great.
No,
it was great.
good.
Yeah, that was great.
Worst comments?
Carmella trying to tell the ref that she's cashing in.
Yeah.
I blame Kyoto more for ruining that moment.
Yeah.
Me too.
I have Corey Graves, the cheer when they normally boo.
Yeah, that's
boo
stupid.
bullshit.
That's a good one. That's probably it. I mean, I just had Paige announcing AJ Styles fighting Daniel Bryan later in the night. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Right. Best comment?
1, 2, 3. Sorry, no
English.
speak English.
Sorry, no English.
Yes. So I did have a runner-up because this was it until that Nakamura promo. And it was Kofi Kingston in the match.
Yeah. New Day versus Usos.
Yeah. And Charles Robinson's the ref. And when Big E gets tagged in, he does an overhead belly-to-belly, and he almost hits Charles Robinson. And the camera's close to Kofi. He's like, and he yells out, he's like, "You got to get yourself out of the way, Charles." It was really funny.
Yeah.
All right, worst match?
Revival versus Club.
Sasha, Mandy.
I had Naomi versus Natalia.
All right.
Naomi, Natalia was my slow-mo. What about yours?
Usos New Day.
Was your slow-mo?
Yeah.
That's a pretty fast-moving match, actually. I had the Revival versus the Club for my slow-mo.
It's because we've seen it so many times the past few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm bored of it.
Yeah.
Best match?
Styles Bryan.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was.
Yeah.
Right.
It was.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Worst move?
Double knees botch.
Botch.
Yeah, the botch.
Sweep it.
Best move?
Powerbomb on the ground.
Sweep it.
Sweep it. I did like I think we've seen it before where it's like Big E picks a guy up like he's doing a rock bottom and throws it into a code breaker on Xavier Woods.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that should be a finisher. Like, that's lights out, Meatball.
Yeah.
No one should get off of that.
Meatball. Worst moment?
Braun relinquishing the tag titles.
I had Orton
No, I
winning.
like the kid saying, "You'll never see me again."
Right. I had Orton winning. Why? Why are we
Okay,
getting Orton
yeah.
and Mahal? Worst moment, Andrew?
Yeah, let's go with that. Sure.
Yeah. I
Orton
want to see
winning.
that again.
Best moment?
Iconic through Money in the Bank. Can I have that whole segment? I loved it. Or
Okay.
for the moment,
Yeah.
Carmella cashing in, but
Carmella cashing
they
in.
did it right. Congrats.
did.
You did it right.
Yeah.
You debuted someone who beat the shit out of the champion, and then Carmella did her thing.
I had Ronda breaking Stephanie's arm
Okay.
because
Sure.
it guarantees Stephanie is off TV for a while.
I hope so.
And Ronda she's like the only person at Mania that they actually booked correctly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So it's like I'm kind of all in on Ronda, and that's like the only person I care about right now in this fucking company.
Right.
Who is Ronda's first real match against?
Who's a
Pay-per-view or not?
shitty
First
jobber,
match.
a shitty Dana Brooke,
Probably.
like a shitty jobber on Raw.
Yeah, because they had that little face-to-face that no one saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, probably. That's a good name. Mm-hmm. Can't be anyone too good.
Right.
Maybe like a Liv Morgan, but yeah,
Well,
somebody like that.
Maybe she gets shaked up
Yeah.
to Raw.
Good. Ruby Riot.
Oh, I guess I meant the other
Oh,
one.
no. What's her name?
Mandy.
Sonya
Mandy,
Deville.
yeah. Right.
Because she's like, oh, I'm MMA.
Yeah, what happened? Absolution is dead now, right? I mean,
They are. One of them
they
will
also
get
need
traded.
they need their. Maybe they'll just come out to their own entrance music again,
Yeah.
like from NXT.
They'll get traded apart. There's no point
Probably.
keeping
That's
that
the best
together.
way to do it. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, so or maybe just send them to SmackDown and just make them a part of the Riot Squad. Just make the Riot Squad bigger.
5 people.
I'd be fine with that. Sure.
5 women.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
I'll do it.
By the way, with all these women call-ups, like who's getting fired next? Dana Brooke,
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox, yeah.
Alicia Fox is gone.
All right, so that's all for words. Now on to breaking news.
Breaking news.
So WWE announced that Chris Jericho will be in the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's awesome.
And Kurt Angle is also going to be in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sure.
I think it's like up to like 15 people that they've announced. I think they even announced Bryan already.
I think they announced Braun Strowman, right?
Yeah, Kane
It's
probably.
going to have like everybody.
They need to announce that the winner gets something.
Yeah.
You know?
Even if they don't, you'll see some big surprises, I think, in this.
But the winner needs to win something. A title shot. You know? What the fuck?
Yeah, they
They
need
have to.
something.
Yeah. Anything. Not just a stupid fucking trophy, that's for
No.
sure. Also, Alberto Del Rio was fired from Impact after no showing a couple of events Mania weekend. He was supposed to fight Austin Aries, and that was the main event for one of their shows.
Yeah.
And he no-showed.
The Lucha versus Impact show.
Yeah. So I don't know why WWE would take him back when he's no-showing.
And he's just not really over. Yeah.
No.
Bleh.
Any other news?
I didn't really have any.
All right, well then on to rumors.
Rumors.
Rumors! Zack Ryder to win the Royal Rumble?
Maybe! Shawn Michaels coming back to join the Bullet Club? Please, God!
John Cena will finally turn heel?
No chance! Undertaker will wrestle for 20 more years? Confirmed!
So there are conflicting reports on Brock Lesnar's new deal with WWE. Some people are saying it's a multi-year deal, and others saying it's a short-term deal. However, they're all saying that this new deal allows him to fight in the UFC. That's one thing they're saying.
Yeah.
But again, he has to be tested and do the whole suspension thing, so we'll see what happens. Because I have no idea. I don't really care. Also, there's a report, and I'm going to squash this myself, even though I can't really confirm it myself, but it sounds too ridiculous. There's a report saying that The Undertaker was going to come out as American Badass at Mania with Kid Rock live performing the song, but it was nixed at the last minute. I feel there's no way this could be true because the production of WrestleMania is so detailed and planned for months that like something that complicated like couldn't be changed at the last minute.
Yeah.
You know, like
I agree.
Like look at the stage they made.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, like what's the last minute? Like 10 minutes before it's going on? Oh shit, Taker, did you bring your dead man stuff? And hey, Kid Rock, never mind, you can leave. Bring the smoke machines out. Like, come on, that's
Because Kid Rock didn't even come out for his for the Hall of Fame,
no,
right?
no, he wasn't even.
Have the
out.
celebrity inductees come
Oh
out
shit!
before?
Let's have Purple Lightning strike your clothes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Last
minute.
No, they usually always come out.
Okay.
But last year they didn't have a celebrity inductee.
Maybe Kid Rock had to leave. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who cares? I'm glad it
cares?
didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for rumors. So I guess that's it this week.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
on the Asuka and Charlotte finish, the original plan was to have Asuka go over, which is even why a few months ago Asuka started doing arm bars because
Yeah.
the plan was to build Rousey versus Asuka.
I remember that rumor. Like, months
Yes.
ago,
But
she started doing arm bars. Yeah.
Lately, they haven't had her doing arm bars, and they want to go with Charlotte versus Rousey now.
That's a good rumor. And plus, we were talking about earlier, but, you know, I think that could main event WrestleMania.
Next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this could be the first like actual women's main event.
Like have Rousey be undefeated and she fights Flair, and they're like the conqueror of streaks versus the baddest woman on the planet.
Yeah.
And then we really wouldn't even know who wins, honestly. Like, we thought Asuka was the lock of your life.
Yeah.
Why would Rousey be?
Right, and that's why I originally thought it would be Asuka Rousey next year's Mania main event, but it's obvious that it'll be them instead.
It's so funny. Like this business in like 20 years is going to be so different because all of these amazing wrestlers, they've all had daughters. Flair, Triple H had 3
and sons, but daughters. Yeah.
Shane's kids maybe, but like Edge, daughters, Miz, daughter.
Well, it doesn't mean they all have to wrestle.
Roman has
Triple
a daughter.
H and Stephanie's daughter.
Somebody's gonna get booed.
Yeah, they'll at least be in the business, right?
I mean, look how great Stephanie was at like what was she 19 when she debuted? Or whatever, like she was amazing.
Yeah,
as like the damsel in distress.
No,
and
that's when Macho Man banged her.
But whenever how old she was, 22 out of college, she was great. How old is their oldest daughter now?
I don't know.
Anybody?
I have no idea. So yeah, that's all for rumors. You have some trivia, Joe?
I do.
Cool.
WrestleMania
sucked.
Was not good. But the question is, how many people made their WrestleMania main show debuts?
Main show? Oh, thank you. That makes this a lot easier.
Yes.
All right, let's see. We have the Usos. Well, Rowan didn't because he fought The Rock, but does Harper count in that? Because he didn't.
No,
Harper in the ladder match.
match.
Okay, so we have the Usos. The question's how many? A number?
Honestly, I didn't think you guys would get the Usos.
No, because they mentioned it in their promos.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Asuka.
So the Usos, Asuka, Nicholas.
I was gonna joke that you didn't get him at the end, but leave him off. Let's leave him off.
Okay.
God damn it! You ruined my
Braun Strowman.
Nope, you got it wrong. Braun Strowman. Is that right?
Yeah.
He didn't have a WrestleMania match last year.
He was in the Royal
pre-show.
He was in the
pre-show. That's all he's ever done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the one I wasn't
Finn
sure
Balor.
Balor.
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode.
Jinder Mahal has to be right.
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Is wrong.
What did he do?
He was in the Battle Royal that was in Dallas. That was during the main show. That Battle Royal was it was in the middle of the show.
He was back then?
Yeah.
Because last year...
That's what I was looking up feverishly.
That's
right
the year
that
Corbin won, right?
Was that Corbin's win?
Back at that point?
Yeah, I looked at it. I looked it up. Because he's 1-1 at WrestleMania, including pre-shows.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Wait,
so
hold on. He didn't return until the brand split.
He was in the match. He was in the Battle Royal.
He was on Raw for a while.
It was like ProWrestlingDatabase.com.
Him and Rusev.
I believe them over any of us.
Okay. He didn't return until after the brand split, but all right. Because I remember he was in the Battle Royal last year, but that was the pre-show. Let's see.
You're at 6, I believe.
Okay, The Undertaker, he's new.
Rousey.
Rousey.
Has Stephanie fought at Mania? Stephanie?
No, Stephanie has fought at WrestleMania.
Okay. What has she fought at WrestleMania? Well, she was a manager.
She was a champion at one time, but she wasn't on this list.
Nakamura.
She wasn't a champion at WrestleMania. I mean, she
No,
was a
I mean,
manager,
I'm just
but
saying.
I guess. Nakamura.
And
That's it, right?
I believe that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's curious.
All right, so now it's time for some 5-star reviews. This one's from Max Al-Hadef. This is probably the best podcast I have heard in a while. I was wondering if you would consider doing one for SmackDown and one for Raw. Thanks again.
Well, if you go back in our history for a few weeks.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
No.
That would
we
take
need voices
up even
to
way,
live our
that would
lives.
take up way too much time.
Yeah.
Brian Grabsky, you have to listen to this podcast, Randy. Great, hilarious recaps of the shit show that wrestling has become. WWE is anti-bullying? Seriously? Wrestling doesn't work without bullies. Stop trying to be woke and show me good guys beating up bad guys. This show calls out the nonsense that everyone seems to be ignoring in an honest and entertaining way. Great format and hilarious impressions. This is a 6-star podcast in a 5-star world. Yeah, and I've been doing an impression of John Laurinaitis the last few days, so
Indeed.
thank you.
Indeed.
All right, on to questions. Jay Iconic, I guess he's
part of the duo.
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce's cousin.
Uh-huh.
Who had the better show following Mania?
I guess.
Who had the better? Oh,
I guess SmackDown.
SmackDown, because they had a great moment.
Yeah.
Nothing really
And a
happened
good
on
match.
Raw that I loved.
Okay. Secret Transmission, how long do you think it takes for No Way Jose and Fandango to have a dance-off? That'll be in the Superstar Shakeup next week when Fandango gets traded to Raw.
Right.
I'm going to say pre-show Backlash.
All right. Bobby Cox. Love the show. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Love the show and just started listening to the original episode I never heard before. Back in 2015, Joe said Goldust was his lock of the century for the 2016 Hall of Fame class.
Wow.
What are your guys' locks for next year's Hall of Fame?
Oh.
Thank you for the entertainment every week. Last year I did say it would be Goldberg, and that came true this year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, who are some old people that were at WrestleMania this year?
Triple H inducts himself. Taker, maybe.
No.
If he retires, but I don't even see him retiring now. He's not going to retire before he...
Flair did.
So.
Well, Flair got inducted, then he retired the next night.
Right. Jeez, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Christian needs to get in there. Edge got in. Christian.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Owen Hart finally gets in.
Oof.
That's my prediction.
I would hope so.
It's gotta happen. And China. I think China gets in next year.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
McLevin, what's the bet that all the Dream Daniel Bryan matches will be wasted on SmackDown Live, and then we'll get Daniel Bryan versus Baron Corbin at a pay-per-view?
3,000%. I only say that because Superstar Shakeup's next week.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would say 1 bajillion%.
All right. Rito, Pushberry Fire, taking a hard Batista bomb onto an air mattress onto wood floors, taking a pop-up power bomb through a glass table,
No.
or a last ride into a kiddie pool.
Do we want to know what hurts the worst, or what should we rather have?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess what we would
Pushberry
rather
Fire.
do. So yeah, hurts the least would be the push.
Yeah.
So maybe the
kiddie
air
pool.
the air mattress,
Kiddie pool.
the kiddie pool.
Push the kiddie pool.
Then you'll die.
2 feet.
I do the air mattress, the
Air
Batista
push.
bomb, push that.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Berry glass table, fire, kiddie pool.
Whatever.
I don't
yeah,
know.
Exactly. Jay Bizzle, who is more likely to kiss a guy on Bourbon Street, Beefy Joe or Josh the Mark?
Josh.
Josh wasn't even on Bourbon Street.
Josh.
So you were. I mean, you two sweeted a bunch of guys. Oh, wait, so did everyone.
I did a 2C next to him. I didn't touch tips a lot.
You didn't touch tips, huh?
No.
You don't like touching tips? What about Facebook questions?
What's worse for fans? Pyro burning their face off from 40 feet away, or their eardrums bursting from Carmella's screams while the piss poor ref acts dumb?
I mean, burning your face is permanent.
Yeah. That's true.
That was from Justin. Alan Castro, why are farts hilarious?
Farts.
I mean, they're just funny.
They're not when you're farting during the match, Alan.
This is good. Albert Moss, with Paige being SmackDown GM, does this mean that Xavier Woods is going to get a big push?
Oh my God. Like, there's no way that they're both in the same segment, right?
In the same building, right? Like, not at all. Oh my God. Or they do that.
They were both on SmackDown.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. You know what I mean?
Or maybe Xavier gets traded. That'd be funny if Paige was like, oh yeah, I traded Xavier Woods.
Yeah. Nathan Papalardo, let's say the four of you with Josh, us three and Josh, are stuck in an elevator for 24 hours. Which one of these superstars would you rather it be? Lars Sullivan, maybe.
I thought you were going to say, who do we eat first?
Yeah. Mauro and Nalo, I'd say no for sure. Killian Dane or Braun Strowman? I'm going to take out Killian Dane.
Braun. I'm going to
Is
say
he
Braun.
Lars or Braun?
Braun.
Braun, because he wears pants.
Yeah.
They're in their wrestling gear in this scenario.
Yes.
All right.
I would say Braun because he can just like carry us out of the elevator easier.
Simon Atkins, you have to choose Michael Cole saying it's boss time or the big dog for eternity or happy reset day from Josh. What do you choose?
Boss time.
Boss time.
Oh.
I know. I mean,
that was surprisingly easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From all the recent call-ups and debuts, who do you think the WWE will handle the worst?
Oh, let's see. Who are the call-ups again?
So we had Samoa Joe.
Lashley.
That's a return.
I'm sorry, that's a return. Well, he said return or
Okay.
call-ups. No, he said call-ups or debuts. I'm sorry, you're right. So we had Ember Moon. We had the Authors of Pain, the Iconics. Anybody else?
Probably Ember.
I mean, Lashley's a return, but it's also a debut in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ember's probably that's probably a good call there.
They'll probably mess
because
it
the
up.
Iconics are already in like the Charlotte kind of like feud. That's amazing.
They're basically confirming Charlotte's getting traded.
Well, and right now Ember's like Nia's friend, so she's not going to fight Ember. They're not going to fight each other.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're already like messing it up.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm sure Noe. I mean, in all honesty, Noe Jose's not going to really get a big push, but he'll be on the show a lot just because that's for the kids, and he'll dance like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which male or female could benefit the most from the shakeup? That's a good question. Maybe Balor can run like wreck shop over SmackDown.
they need someone else. They need another like person to like fight for that U.S. title, like someone from Raw to come over and.
They need Balor to come over and fight Styles as the demon.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I do want Rollins on SmackDown just for the fact, or whatever, either or, like Rollins on SmackDown or Styles on but he's the champion, so that's tough. But I want to see Rollins and Styles at some point.
I know.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
So Rollins on SmackDown.
Nice. Will Daniel Bryan ever be champion again?
Yes.
Okay.
That was my
Which
prediction.
title will he get?
WWE
next?
Championship. I'm sticking with that at SummerSlam.
What if he gets traded and is the Universal Champion someday?
Then why would Shane do that to him?
Yeah, why would
But he's going to take down the Beast.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, I'm sticking with the WWE Championship. I think he wins at SummerSlam. Maybe before that, since he's already kind of in the fucking mix. But we'll see. I'd rather it be SummerSlam.
Yeah.
You want it to be on the big stage. That's
Yeah.
the second biggest event.
Right. Sorry, that was Albert Moss who asked that question. I'm bad at telling everyone. And Daniel McClelland asked which male or female star would benefit the most.
Okay.
And then Brett Allen, should Shinsuke add the low blow to his arsenal?
I think he has.
It's pretty much part of it now.
Pretty sure it is, yeah.
So that's all for those.
All right. Well then, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed TakeOver. I know you didn't enjoy WrestleMania, even if you're trying to convince yourself that you did. But I hope you enjoyed this podcast. That's what we hope for you. But until then, make sure you subscribe to our podcast and give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. We have t-shirts available at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for just $19.99. And you can become a supporter of the show, just like those 40-plus people that did this past few days.
Amazing.
And as well as the 200 others that are on Patreon at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. We have exclusive rewards and recaps you can't get anywhere else.
All right.
Boom.
We'll see you next week. My voice will be back, and it'll be...
So will our energy and our will to live.
It'll
Maybe.
be glorious. Unlike Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, we'll see what superstars shake
And
up.
WrestleMania. You sons of bitches.
Bye-bye.
You bastards.
Bastard!
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. I'm not just crazy loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. He's drunk, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every circle's loved and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keibler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll.